Gaming in front of a TV, controller in hand, snacks at your sides is one of the best things about home consoles. However, one of my most favorite video game memories growing up was the option to game on the go or lying down leisurely in my bed and away from the TV. I was recently cleaning some of my things, trying to tidy up my drawers, when I found this. Oh yeah, let's see what's inside. Alright, let's see what's in this bag. We got a Game Boy Pocket, got Game Boy Color, a bunch of Game Boy Advance games. Warrior Land, that's a good one. Harvest Moon! Fucking love Harvest Moon! Got Paperboy and Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters. What's in here? We got Pokemon Gold, and in the Game Boy Color we got, what's this? Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the original Game Boy was the first Nintendo portable game I have ever played. Just looking at this cartridge again brings back a lot of nostalgic memories. I don't know where my original gray Game Boy went, but hey, at least we got the Game Boy Pocket and the Game Boy Color to play it on. TMNT followed the Foot Clan and was released in 1990 by Konami, the same developers who gave us one of, if not the best beat-em-ups ever created, Turtles in Time, for the Super Nintendo. There isn't much of an overarching story to motivate you through the game, other than April has been kidnapped and it's up to the Turtles to save her. So with that being said, let's get on with the game. After pressing start, it immediately takes you to the level select screen and they give you the option of skipping every level in an already short game. What's the point in that? We want to experience the whole game. Give me level 1. The character select screen is what you'd expect from a Turtles game. You have the option of choosing one of the 4 turtles: Leonardo, the leader of the group, Raphael, the hot-headed brawler, Michelangelo, the goofy fun one, and Donatello, the brains of the group. Out of all the turtles, Leonardo was always my favorite. He had swords, so I'm choosing him. Sorry guys. Level 1 begins and wow, the graphics aren't half bad for an original Game Boy game. The turtle and enemy sprites are detailed well enough, and the surroundings clearly show we're in an alleyway. And ooh, the music! That classical TMNT in an 8-bit style. I'm liking this so far. Right off the bat, however, I can clearly see a small detail that bugs me ever so slightly. Leonardo attacks with only one of his swords, and he's holding it like you would a butter knife. He's literally doing this! Along with your basic attack, you can jump in the air to give a mighty kick, and attacking while crouching throws a ninja star. Each stage pretty much plays out in the exact same fashion. Move right until you reach the end of the level. The first stage's enemies consist of Foot Clan soldiers who slightly look robotic. I don't know, maybe it's just me. And what I believe to be helicopter drones. Just kick them. Nothing too difficult here, just move right in. Ooh, pizza! So you reach the end of the first area and jump up into the sewers. Here we're introduced to 2 new enemies, Mausers, which are these robot dog thingies, and bats. Also, check this out. Warp Zone! Just kidding. This is pretty much a bonus stage. These are hidden throughout levels and are activated by simply walking into the invisible gate. This particular bonus stage has me competing in a game of wits with none other than Krang! Krang! To win the game, you take turns eliminating stars until there's one left. The player who's left over with the last star loses. And for somebody whose body is quite literally a giant brain, I beat him easily. There's another bonus game a little further ahead and it plays out like Duck Hunt. Loving the variety. Winning grants you with extra life and sweet boys. The stage's end boss has you fighting against Rocksteady. He seems difficult at first until you figure out you can knock his rockets away with your sword. After realizing this, the boss fight became a joke. Get out of here! You're rewarded with a still image of Donatello saying, "The enemy must be near. Abel is screaming." Before each stage, you're given the option of choosing a new turtle, so why not go down the list? Raphael, you're up. Okay, so pretty much each turtle plays the same, with the only difference being the sprite change for the weapon to appropriately fit who you're playing as. They're not the only ones clever enough to reuse assets. Check this joke out for instance. He's literally doing this! If you do end up losing a life in one of these stages, you pretty much lose that turtle for the rest of the game. There are no continues, so if you lose all 4 turtles, it's game over. From the looks of it, Stage 2's environment looks kinda like a subway with weird pillars thrusting all over the place. You are still being bombarded by foot soldiers, so get used to seeing them in every area of the game. Not much to say here. Continue walking to the end without being squashed into turtle soup and move on. This next area gets a bit difficult, however, with you having to manage platforming on small ledges while having to attack frontwards and backwards to make it. I want to take a moment and talk about the hit detection in the game. When I feel the need to talk about hit detection in a game, it's usually bad, but in this game, it feels great. The controls feel very responsive and I never really have a problem with moving around. Despite being very limited to the Game Boy's 8 buttons, the controls are done surprisingly well. The boss of the stage is Bebop, and damn, he is much easier than Rocksteady. He does have some sort of laser gun, but he instead opts to use his fist and head to fight, which I easily kick in. The next cutscene has the turtles flying out of a manhole like they got shot out of a whale's blowhole, and once again give chase to the foot soldiers. I choose Michelangelo for stage 3 and whoa, what? A stage with a moving background. This sense of movement really gives the feeling of urgency, and I applaud the stage wholeheartedly. But isn't there something wrong here? Something off? These cars are literally ass to ass in what I assume to be 60 to 80 miles per hour traffic. I mean, look, you're jumping from vehicle to vehicle in one of the most dangerous roads in existence, and you can count this out being on a train. The turtles said it themselves, they're escaping by car. So with imminent danger aside, this stage's boss is Dr. Baxter Stockman. I really don't know why he tried to stop the turtles from rescuing April. Maybe he's got a horrible case of road rage. Another easy boss, kick him in the face until he dies. Picking Donatello for stage 4, we enter a river level, with once again foot soldiers knee deep up my ass and now with giant piranhas looking for a meal. Why are they so big? Did they get exposed to some of the ooze as well? I want sushi now. I also feel bad for these soldiers. Wave after wave, they're ordered to fight a one-sided battle against the turtles, standing no chance. They happily give their lives, dying in one fell swoop in an attempt to please their master Shredder. But what of their friends and family, who will live on and tell their stories and hardships? Kill them. They've chosen their path. The 4th stage's boss is none other than Shredder, and this fight is actually tough. Even though he himself has a large hitbox, if he gets in a few good swings, he'll do massive damage. But with tenacity on my side and the dreams of each foot soldier I've killed along the way to get here, I managed to finish Shredder off and am now able to give each of their lost souls some closure. You know, until I kill even more of them in the next stage. Whoop! The 5th and final stage takes us to the Technodrome. Whee! And here the difficulty once again ramps up with an onslaught of enemies, soldiers, mousers, bug drones, and now robots stand in your way to get to that sweet, sweet April booty. The final stretch before the last boss plays the Turtles theme song once again, and to tell you the truth, it really hyped me up. Hearing the main theme again really amped up the tension, getting me excited to face the last boss. We reach the end and finally face Krang. This is the most pitiful fight in the whole game. Stand still, swing your weapon, and you win. But hey, you finally get to see April tied up in all her glory. Ha ha, Kragasm. So that's it. I pretty much walked you guys throughout the whole game. For a Game Boy game though, it had pretty good visual and audio quality. I'd go as far as to say it holds up today as a moderate platformer with moderate challenge. If you're a Turtles fan, you'll absolutely love playing through this gem. What else do I have in this bag? French translator. What the? Hey, thanks for watching this episode of MabiVsGames. If you haven't seen the other ones, I got some links right there. The first one is on RoboCop, and the second one covers Spider-Man 2. Make sure to check it out. Thanks for watching.